everyone, this is KawaiiTea. I am back with another video. This game is just called Gender Dysphoria, and it's a transgender game, and it's found on Steam. So I saw it and felt like picking it up, so I paid for it and bought it and played it. I haven't played it. I will play it. I don't want to toggle off the dyslexic font. Descriptive audio. I will keep that too. Staticky thing in the background. I tried to record this earlier, and this is actually my second time of trying because I thought it was a bug with the game or a mess up on my computer, but nothing else is doing it, so I'm guessing the static noise is intentional. This is a fictitious game based on my experiences with gender dysphoria. While many of the events and conversations in this game remind me of what I've experienced, they are by no means exactly what happened. People, places, and events might be a combination of different experiences and may contain details that are altered or never happened because it's easier to tell the story that way. And resemblance to real people, places, or events is entirely coincidental. And this is a little warning. I believe this is kind of on the depressing side. So.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
How are you, Pumpkin?
I'll just go through what I would probably do.
This is hard for me to say. Part of me wonders why I decided to do this on the phone. But I just couldn't wait anymore. Remember when I told you I wanted to tell you something a few months ago?
Yeah, and recently coming out, this kind of resonates with me quite a bit because, I sent my mom a text one time stating that there's something important I wanted to talk to her about, and then I ended up canceling on her, because nerves built up and I just couldn't go through with it.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
So I get the feeling.
I'm ready to tell you now. I excused myself from the conversation to go to the bar.
Jump cut.
Hello, sir. What can I get ya?
It's ma'am, not sir. The menu has a few specials on it.
Blood moon or a will-o-wisp? I don't drink anything, but...
Could I get a will-o-wisp?
Yes, a will-o-wisp.
Sure thing.
The bartender's coworker shouts over the din, saying that he can take care of the order for her.
This gentleman here, he wants a will-o-wisp.
I usually don't correct people. I just kind of, hope I pass. And when I get misgendered, it kind of ruins my day.
Though I feel uncomfortable, I don't bother correcting her.
Yeah, that's how I am.
My coworker, he'll serve your drink.
After I finish writing my dead name onto the form as required, the friendly student lawyer across from me shuffles the papers together, bundling them all together in a manila packet.
I'm trying to do my legal stuff.
So, to review, here are all of the steps you need to take to get your legal name updated.
Oof, my name changes in just a week. Excited about that.
You will need to take this request to the county court. When you get there, you might need to present yourself in front of the judge.
I have to present myself in court?
I'm gonna have to do that too.
Yes, most of the judges in this county are pretty nice, but there are a few who will require you to present yourself in person.
I already have this blouse and skirt set picked out for when I go.
I frown.
It's backwards, I know. But we bring it up in this clinic just in case so you can be prepared if you might run into that.
Do I have to worry about dressing appropriately?
Ah, yes, you do have to do that. The court has a dress code. For women, it's...
She describes the dress code. I don't even have the right clothes.
It's where I live in Oklahoma. It's very old-timey sounding. Because I believe the way they worded it was something you'd wear to go to the bank or to church. I'm like, who dresses up to go to the bank?
But you can usually get away with the male dress code too, so if that's more comfortable for you, you can do that.
Neither of these options sound good. We walk around for a while longer, but I still feel shaken.
Sorry about the picked out. Cute, really, but doesn't mean my nerves are still at 10.
I'm not feeling great. I think I should go home.
Aw, okay. Well, I really enjoyed today.
I find myself unable to remember how to move my face. Yeah, I did too. It was really fun to spend time with you. Other than the changing room thing.
Yeah, what the hell was wrong with that person? And in this city? Come on, people.
Yeah, but it was really nice talking with you. I'll see you on Tuesday?
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use a public changing room. They're kind of...
We wave goodbye, and I make my way back to the parking lot to find my car. A few days later, I'm on the phone again with my parents. They've come to accept everything, and we're having a normal conversation until...
You know, I feel like I'm now noticing transgender people in public.
What?
Okay.
Like, I haven't really paid attention before, but I can now see that there are transgender people.
You mean like you've met them?
No, like, you can tell by the way they look.
That's not a good way to put it. A lot of trans people just want to pass and be themselves and not be pointed out that they're trans every second.
I feel my stomach sink. So, you're just assuming they're transgender by the way they look? You know, there's a thing in the transgender community that we call passing. People who you wouldn't know were transgender or not. This can include people who started hormone therapy early enough that their bodies aren't different from normal.
Lucky few.
Why am I explaining this?
Really?
Yeah, you've probably met transgender people in the past, but you wouldn't have known.
That's strange. I definitely thought those people I saw were transgender.
I let out a long sigh. Look, you don't know that, and honestly, it's rude to assume that of people. It's not like we want to be transgender. My friend runs off, abandoning me with the stranger.
So, you make music too, huh?
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty terrible at making music. I'm always trying to get better, though.
Hey, that's the spirit. Good on you, man.
A lot of people in the current generation, I mean, it's not even Gen Z anymore, I forget what it's called. It's like Gen Alpha or something. But they use a lot of things like man and dude, and they use it in a neutral way, so it's nothing bad, but you know, when I grew up, they were kind of guy terms, so they still kind of rub me the wrong way.
The stranger suddenly bumps into a buddy of his. That kind of thing tends to happen here.
Hey, man, how are you? It's been a minute.
So the man and dudes, yeah.
I overhear bits of conversation.
Yeah, I was just talking to Eris here. He makes music too.
It's both of them, huh? I would correct the name, it's more important.
My name is Iris.
What's that?
The stranger turns back towards me. My name. It's Iris, not Eris.
Oh, I am so sorry about that.
The stranger's buddy nudges him.
And this is why I don't talk to strangers.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Iris. We're gonna go grab a drink. I'll see you around, okay, man?
Yeah, sure. It's a quiet room. The TV muttering in the background, people shifting unsteadily. They're all waiting. You're waiting. The TV isn't playing anything particularly important. I think it's like how dentists have fish tanks. No one pays attention to it, but it's there nonetheless.
It's probably a good summary of it.
It's a while until someone finally calls my name.
Iris?
I hesitate for a moment before standing up. I'm not used to it yet. A flash of happiness and disconcerting unease.
Please, have a seat.
I swallow. A sickly lump of worry. Worried about how I will sound when I speak. Thank you.
I always worry about that too. I'm lucky that I have such a wonderful person like my wife, because whenever we go eat at restaurants, she usually does all the ordering and stuff for me, because I have to kind of be in the mood for ordering just to talk. If that makes any sense.
Maybe we should go inside.
My date beams at me, taking note of my interest in the shopping display. I'm not sure about that.
Aw, come on. You'd look great in it.
You think so? Wait. You want me to try it on?
Well, why not? You're cute.
Every trans person probably dreams of. They had someone early on who will try dressing.
Okay. If I could blush, I would. Inside, there are several dresses.
How about this one?
She's holding up a lacy white dress. I don't know. I still feel awkward about it. I take a glance at the women's changing room. The store is obviously separated between the men's and women's section. A clear border separates the two.
It's okay. I'll come with you.
Okay.
What did I do wrong?
Oh, this is going back to the mom.
You didn't do anything wrong. This reminds me of what I read online, of how people would react.
Was it something we did when you were younger?
No, it's not. I don't remember much about childhood anyway.
When people do this kind of stuff, it hurts trans people to hear that, being yourself is wrong. And you want to be understanding and help guide them to treating you correctly, if that makes sense. But probably a good summary of it's hard to react appropriately to things when you feel like you're under attack.
When did you start to feel like this?
I've always felt like this. For as long as I can remember.
The first time I felt like something was different, I'd say I was probably like maybe 4.
But not everyone who's like me is the same way.
Ironically enough, I'm the youngest of 4 kids. All were guys and my oldest was my sister. And for fun, my sister would dress up all my brothers as girls. And ironically, she never dressed me up as a girl. And then I came out as trans. So I'm not sure if that's related at all. Probably not. But I just thought that was interesting. The only brother, and that's in quotation marks, that she didn't dress like a girl ended up being a girl. So I guess it still stands. She dressed all her brothers up as girls in a way. Okay.
It just feels like we failed you as parents.
Yay for failures.
Please don't say that.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to talk about this to Dad.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what to do.
I hope you don't disown me.
I don't know what your father will think.
I find myself in the copy room of the courthouse. The clerk addresses me.
So, the judge approved your legal name and gender change request. I can make you 9 copies. Each copy is notarized and costs $3, cash or check only.
You remember the lawyer from the pro bono clinic saying you should get as many official copies as you can, since they are difficult to get more of. Can I get more than 9 copies?
Oh, no, I can't. I can only make up to 9 copies.
Right.
Luckily, back in the day, this was probably a real big pain, not having enough copies. But most places, from what I've heard, and I haven't done this yet and handed them out, so hopefully it's true, they kind of just either make copies for themselves of, your form, or they kind of just look at it and hand it back.
The clerk speaks as they start making copies.
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to make more than 9. And the process for getting more copies later It's such a pain that basically no one bothers doing it.
Yeah, I'm really worried about the number of copies. I was told that some places will only accept originals, and they won't give it back either. They sigh as they hand the copies to me.
That sounds troubling. I recommend keeping them safe, like in a fireproof safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll probably keep my... We have a folder that I keep all my gender change stuff.
That's because I am a girl.
Oh, you're...
I try to not look at their face.
You shouldn't have to say you're transgender, but at the same time, depending on who they are, you either get attacked or they're like, it's awkward and it's just, oh, sorry, my bad, I didn't realize, or...
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have assumed.
No, it's okay. I know I don't really look the part. Do I have to look the part? I hate this.
I spend so much time trying to look the part as she does.
I feel like I need to change the subject. Have you played any other games here? I point at the arcade cabinets nearby.
Oh, I've played that one over there. It's a little confusing. I don't really understand how it works.
Yeah, it can be like that sometimes. I'm not cutting my hair, and I'm not a man anyway. I hardly excuse myself and use the crosswalk while the light is still blinking. After what feels like forever, I finally reach my car. It felt like such a short distance this morning. I lock myself in the car. Finding myself catching my breath, I try to calm myself.
Dads are just ordinary.
I take my phone into my hands.
And my parents are not conservative. I looked out. They're very... My dad's a veteran, but he goes around wearing anti-Trump veteran shirts. Some of them are funny, and especially since we live in Oklahoma, he gets a lot of not very nice comments about it, but he proudly wears them.
Yeah. I put it away and take it into my hands again. I can't. I put it away again, this time for good, and drive back home. I find myself on the phone again. It's my parents.
Yay.
I pause for a moment to recollect myself. We exchange pleasantries. Why did you call?
We decided not to disown you.
Oh, well, that's mighty big of you. I appreciate it.
I see.
Family should always stick together.
We talk for a while longer.
So, do you still like girls?
What? Of course I still like girls. She has a lot of questions.
Can I ask you one thing?
What do you want to ask?
Are you planning on getting the surgery?
My parents have actually never asked. I think they feel like if that ever happens, I will bring it up, and that is the best way to react to it.
Yes.
So I feel like I lucked out on a lot of things.
Do you have to get the surgery?
Why do you even care?
I just don't think it's right. This is the body that God has given you.
Okay, now my parents are not religious, and I'm so thankful for that.
This feels impossible.
Well, my mom is, but she's, agnostic? She thinks there's something out there, she just doesn't think any religion is right.
I hate this body.
Wear a dress.
I'm wearing a dress when I find myself in front of the courthouse. The courthouse is large. It's the first time I've actually been here, though I see it from the bus every day on the way to work.
Yeah, I'm doing everything myself. I did not use a lawyer, and I've already been to the courthouse twice. Technically 3 times because I messed up on something, but... It was nerve-wracking, but she was very professional and nice about it, so I appreciated it.
What I thought was the entrance was the exit. I'm not really sure where to go. After some time, I find myself inside. I feel out of place even though I'm wearing the proper clothes. I don't want to, but I ask a security guard for directions. After following the directions, we find ourselves in an empty office room.
This isn't the right place, is it?
There's no one here. I don't know. I hope it is.
Should we ask for help?
Well, who are we going to ask? We both wait in silence. Time feels uncomfortable.
Are you really sure this is the right place?
I mean, I don't know. But I don't know where else to go, and I don't have any reason to believe it's somewhere else. My feet feel unsteady. We keep waiting. I'm waiting for the light at a crosswalk when a disheveled man approaches me.
Hey, man. What's up?
I decide to talk to them for a while. Nothing much. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
He nods, examining me, before he starts talking again.
You're not from here, I can tell.
No, I'm from here.
Ah, I see. I thought you were one of those programmer types who are moving to the city.
Oh, I happen to be a programmer.
Well, but you live here. You ain't trashing the city like those damn Silicon Valley hipsters.
Ah, I see. He continues on his tirade about how the city is being destroyed, about how the crime rate is rising, and how it's dangerous to walk around alone because you might get kidnapped. I do not share his opinions, but the light is blinking. Hey, it was nice talking to you, but I've got to go now.
Oh, alright. Cut your hair. You look like a damn sissy with long hair. Men should have short hair.
I am not very polite to people. I am actually pretty aggressive in a way, but condescending and say rude things back. You know, take it.
Hey,
Way
man.
back in the day,
I'm... What's your name?
not anymore.
My name is Iris. It's nice to meet you.
My tolerance for hatefulness is slim to none now. I have one thing I follow in life, and that is treat people as you're wanting to be treated. So if you don't do that, you don't deserve any respect from me.
Yeah, same here.
You seem familiar. Did I meet you last month?
Oh, no, man. I moved here about a month ago from... It's like a 4-hour drive from here.
Do you already have any experience in the industry?
Nah, I don't. Though I do have some managerial experience that I'm hoping will transfer over. I just need to find a job first, you know?
Yeah, networking can help.
It sure doesn't hurt.
The DJ on stage starts dancing with several other people from the crowd.
So, hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why do you have a girl's name? Is it like an Asian cultural thing?
I arrive at the women's changing room, the dress in my arms and my date next to me. The dressing room attendant addresses us. She has a blank expression.
How many pieces of clothing?
Just one. Not expecting something to be wrong, she seems surprised.
Oh, sir, the changing room for men is on the other side of the store.
I'm sorry. My date cuts me off, questioning the attendant firmly. The attendant continues to insist that I need to use the correct dressing room.
The attendant, I could almost understand the first time, but even that was rude about it. But to push the issue is
They argue for a while, but I shrink away, trying to not pay attention to the eyes of the others who are in mine. My date returns after a short moment, defeated.
Sorry. That's so rude of them.
It's okay. It happens. Can we leave?
Yeah, let's...
I don't ever want to come back here.
Sir, here's your order. A will-o-wisp.
Yeah, thanks. I taste the drink, trying to savor the taste. I don't remember what it tastes like. Taking the drink back onto the floor, I meet a friend.
Hey, Iris, how are you?
I smile, a little relieved. Hey, Hey, how are you?
I've been doing quite alright. How have you been doing?
I've been... well, to be honest, things could be better.
Yeah, I hear ya. So, hey, I wanted to introduce you to my friend here.
Nice to meet you. What's your name? He introduces himself and shakes my hand. My friend clips in.
She's also really into music, so I thought you two could share some ideas or get to...
Then the man speaks.
Ah, so he's into music too.
Please correct him.
Yep, she's great. Hey, I gotta go. You two have fun now.
I mean, that's kind of correcting. One of the biggest problems I had telling people is it hurts a lot more getting misgendered from someone that you know knows better. Like my parents. After I told them, getting heed hurted a lot more. I'm not even sure if hurt is a word. You know what I mean? It hurts a lot more to hear it from people that know better. And a lot of times they'll correct themselves. It's a slip up, I get it, but it doesn't mean it hurts less. And when they don't do it, if my wife's there, she'll be like, and she'll like, do it that uber rudely, but enough to get the point across, So if you do watch this video, sweetie, thank you for always sticking up for me.
The stranger chuckles.
Okay, see, don't assume the first one. I could give you a pass on the first one. The second
No, please. After an eternity, a bustling man suddenly appears. He's walking quickly, a little out of breath. He asks me what I'm here for.
That other scenario, I would have just walked away. Like I said, when someone does it rudely, and you can tell it's kind of, on purpose, I would just walk away and not even talk to him.
I have a legal name and gender change request.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I can do that. Just give me the documents. I'll make sure everything is in order, and I'll get it sent over to the judge for review.
Sure, I don't need to present myself?
Oh, no, don't worry about that. The judge in session today, he doesn't care about doing that. Not unless you've done something like request a ridiculous name or something like that, but I'm sure you haven't done that.
I haven't. That's good. The manila packet. Inside is a note from my doctor, a note from a counselor, the documentation from the pro bono clinic. It took so long to get all the documentation in order. So many hurdles and mandatory waiting periods.
Luckily, I actually didn't have any waiting periods. I used a program called Plume, and it's made by trans people for trans people, so all the doctors are trans. Do your research on it, and you can pretty much pick your own HRT regimen. It's really fantastic, but it's probably not the cheapest way to go. It costs like $100 a month, not including the HRT.
I wish I was born the right gender, so I wouldn't have to do all of this. Yet, people still accuse us of doing it for the attention.
The only thing I hate is to get my gender marker changed. They say, someone told me I need to have the surgery, which I'm not even sure yet if I'm going to do. And I kind of traced the words I noticed. But anyways, what the wording says is to get a gender marker change or whatever, you need to have permanent changes to the body, which, that's just from HRT, so I have a letter from my doctor at Plume, so hopefully I can get that changed, but I'm still not sure. At the very least, I'll at least get my name changed.
Anyway, all of it finally notarized. By the time I actually had all the documentation ready, it wasn't until a few months later that I could force myself to come to the courthouse. I watched myself hand the manila packet to the man.
Thank you, sir, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I forgot to ask.
At least she apologized.
I don't even know how he could be mistaken, but I correct him anyway. It's ma'am.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. It looks like all of these documents are in order.
Look, I'm sorry, I can't talk about this anymore. I'm tired. I don't really want to talk about this anymore. And we don't have anything else to talk about. I don't want to worry her anymore.
Okay. Well, I hope you feel better soon, sweetie. Call me if you need anything, okay?
Maybe. Love you, Mom.
Love you too. Goodbye.
Okay. So I guess that was the end of the game. It was pretty good, a little short. I thought it was going to go into the worse side of things, we'll just say. So I'm glad it didn't. It's just, it was pretty good. It's kind of all over the place, but I was glad I played it. I definitely felt some things from it that I'm going through right now. Especially going through my own, legal changes and such. But yeah, so that was Gender Dysphoria. It's on Steam if you want to check it out. And I guess that'll be it for this video. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next one. So, have a quite full day.